cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies, we're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
5 minutes after 8 o'clock, nice looking Thursday morning. The weather forecast looks nice, but keep in mind that the weather.com folks are saying there's something happening in the Gulf. They're not promising anything, but it could form. So next week at this time, we might be looking at a tropical storm coming our way. So it's just, it could happen that quickly, right? Galen Unold on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Good.
Hey, I read somewhere that this is like the longest the U.S. has gone without a hurricane hitting its shores or something.
Is that right? Yeah, I know it's been a long time.
Maybe it was Florida. Yeah, I mean, I know like Lyle came up and hit New York, but that wasn't a hurricane, was it? Wasn't it just still a tropical storm?
Well, Sandy. I think it was a tropical.
Sandy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sandy, not Lyle.
Yeah.
You know what I said? Sandy Lyle won the Masters.
That's your way of remembering. Yeah, that's the memory game. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it was a tropical storm at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is the longest the U.S. has gone without a hurricane.
So I don't know if you heard, and I guess there's nothing for sure yet, but there's whatever the conditions are in the upper atmosphere and the lower atmosphere and where it's placed, they say it could be forming near the Yucatan Peninsula, and if it does, it'll head east, which is us. So, and it could be midweek next week sometime. So we're right about next week this time. We could be, you never know. Let's hope everybody's okay, But that's what you do. I mean, that's what LifeSouth does, is prepare for things like that. The blood that we give today, right, doesn't get used till, 3 days from now?
Yeah, well, within 3 days, it's at a hospital. So what that means is if you can't donate the same day someone needs it, you really need at least 36 hours notice, and that's if everything goes perfectly. So, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we do, and that's why I love this opportunity. So part of our hurricane preparedness and emergency preparedness is to make sure that we have a safe and adequate blood supply. So, because if you think about it, I mean, what a hurricane does is it just disrupts services. Can't get on the road, there's flooding, people are not at work, they're told to stay off the street.
Right.
So every day that happens is 1 day less of a blood supply. Because there's still traumas. There are still people who are currently in the hospital that are going to continue to need blood products. And so we just have to do everything we can to make sure that we're in a position to help those people.
Yeah, and that's why you do what you do every single day. I mean,
there you go.
If we weren't reminded, we wouldn't do it. It's one of those things. It's it's like clean up your room.
Agreed.
Okay. Clean up your room.
Yeah.
Some people might clean up their room on their own. So how is the blood supply right now? What's the story?
Right now we're still just recovering from Memorial Day. We had a lot of blood usage. We were talking about that yesterday. It's just how much we had. It's higher than it had been in the last 4 years. So we are still trying to catch up. We're in emergency need of type O, and we are critical need of all other types. So just get out there and get the blood and donate blood.
Tom has something to say.
Galen, so my girlfriend donated a pint of blood 2 days ago, I think, at the Publix on Highway 27.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, how did you guys, the sign out there said, round of golf and a T-shirt if you donate blood. And that's not the reason to donate, to get some to get some gift, but you get a gift. How in the world did I end up getting around at Eagle Ridge because my girlfriend donated blood?
Maybe she likes you. I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah, but I was thinking get around at Pine Oaks or Muni, Eagle Ridge. You must be living right, pal, to be securing those kind of golf courses.
Well, when you know the right people and you talk to the right people, it works. Yeah.
Everybody got around the golf, don't they?
Yeah, at the Publix on 27, yeah.
Yeah, Eagle Ridge has been a partner of ours for a very, very long time, and it's that kind of community involvement that just makes our job so much easier.
You should let me play with you.
And if that round of golf, convinced somebody to give blood, then it was more than worth it. And thank you to Eagle Ridge for doing it. They've been doing that for a very, very long time. So thank you.
You should let me play with you, Tom.
As long as Dan's not allowed to play with me, I'm good.
Hey, I will tell you,
He's got to be better than me.
Of Life tournament, I'll tell you this: at the 5 Points of Life tournament, Dan played out of his mind for Dan. I mean,
you had to throw in that. You had to throw in the for Dan.
Yeah, for Dan. Well,
no!
For the first,
mean.
we play 18 holes. For the first 7 holes, Dan and I carried the team, and I say carried. We actually contributed.
I was about to say, calm down with Carrie.
I played with 2 guys. Dan and I played with 2 guys who are really good golfers. I had 2 natural birdies that day, and I think Dan actually had, 3 or 4 great shots. And we're like, we just all look at each other and go, every once in a while the man surprises you.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
That's why I don't prepare anything.
Let's be honest.
Don't prepare anything for the Galen segment anymore.
They may have played well,
Note
but
myself.
Diddy and Albright carried that team to victory.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We won by like 5 shots. So it wasn't close. It wasn't close because, and I've known Drew and Steve, basically all my life. And, they're good friends.
Does anybody want to do the sponsors? Somebody to do the sponsors for this segment?
Hey, I will tell you this though. Dan is getting better. But he still takes way too long searching for his golf ball. I need to buy him
and that's at the golf store, searching for the golf balls.
Oh my God, he would lose his mind.
Hey,
right.
Good morning. How you doing? I'm just talking to other people. I figured you guys are talking. I might as well talk to somebody too.
Hey, and by the way, Tom, I think you and I are going to do the Coca-Cola 400 together.
Yeah, Tom, he's still talking to you. He's doing.
Thumbs up. Tom goes thumbs up.
All right, well, never mind. I never get to talk to the guy except on your show.
Well, come in here, Tom. You can talk. I didn't kick you out. The Coca-Cola.
Right.
When are you guys doing that?
Yeah, we're going to do that for the Daytona race over.
Oh, is that
July.
4th of July? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's on the 2nd, but yeah.
And what are they calling it now?
Do the pre-show. The Coca-Cola 400.
Okay, so they drop the word firecracker? Because I thought I heard somebody say Coca-Cola Firecracker 400.
Mm-hmm.
400, yeah. Always a 400 in the summer. And
No. You're mishearing me. The word firecracker. Did they keep it in the name, or did they drop it again?
I don't know. They may have dropped it now that they have a corporate.
It technically has not been called the Firecracker 400 in probably 20 years, but any racing fan of any Moxie or ilk refers to it as the Firecracker.
Yeah, I know.
It's not officially the Firecracker. It's the Coke Zero 400 now.
Okay, and I'm not a race guy, but I'm a radio guy. So I used
to. It's been the Firecracker 400. Since the begingetting of time.
I started radio in the beginning of time, and we used to call it the Firecracker.
Firecracker 400.
It's the Firecracker. It is the Firecracker 400. It's kind of like the Camping World Stadium now is in Orlando, but to anybody with any moxie that knows sports, it's really the Tangerine Bowl. It's not even the Citrus Bowl. It's the Tangerine Bowl. Oh. Well, now it's the Camping World
my favorite
Stadium.
My favorite name for the race was the one that was called the SpongeBob SquarePants the Movie 400.
Yeah.
That was in Bristol.
That was fun.
That was in Bristol.
My favorite name for a movie.
That was fun.
By the way, SpongeBob is gender neutral, I think.
No, I think he's gender gifted as well.
Oh, he's a guy. He's a little boy. He's a teenage boy.
Yeah, but have you seen that nose? I think that's gifted. That qualifies him.
I think so.
It's gifted. Yeah.
Oh, he can't play the flute with it.
I'm not sure what that meant. Who sponsors the do you remember the announcement way before Tom and Galen started talking? Mm-hmm. Do you remember that announcement about the state of the blood supply?
Yes.
That part is sponsored.
Yes.
Everything else is just us having goofy time. But I want you to remember that part.
Yes.
And thank the 2 sponsors that make that possible.
Yes.
They have nothing to do with everything else. They don't care about SpongeBob or about gender gifted.
No.
They just sponsor that little piece that says we need blood.
That's right.
So thank them. Penn Flooring is one of them, and they are in business. Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
25 years they've been in business, and the showroom for Penn Flooring is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Go over the bridge there, the McKay-Williams Bridge, and thank them. And thank Palm Garden also. Jan and the folks over there do a great job making sure that the folks who live there have a comfortable, healthy time and fun time and some great food.
Yes.
Palm Garden.
Nice.
Galen, I'm sorry, we have a 20 after guest, so
Okay.
we got to.
Yeah, it's all right. And again,
right.
just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood.
Where's the blood motive today?
Today we're closed to the public, but tomorrow we're going to be at Regal Cinema. So come see us, please. Yeah, we're going to be there all weekend. So come see us.
Tom got a golf game.
Yeah.
I'm curious about this for a second. He got a golf
round
game.
of golf.
A round of
golf.
I think the best I've done is a T-shirt.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what we've done. It's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta. It doesn't matter.
I got to search
It's about your donation.
Galen, have a great day. Thank you for what you do.
All right, you guys are the best.
All right,
Bye all.
we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixed with some clouds today. A thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon. High of 89 to 94. Clear tonight, a low of 71 to 76. And tomorrow and Saturday are going to stay sunny to partly cloudy with an afternoon thunderstorm. Highs will range from 89 to 93 both days. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Palm Garden wants to get to the heart of the matter. If you've been in the hospital as a cardiac patient, maybe you have a pacemaker or congestive heart failure or an arrhythmia, or perhaps you're a heart bypass patient, then consider Palm Garden as your rehab choice. With proven outcomes second to none, Palm Garden fixes broken hearts. Call today at 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Men who are coupled up are also more likely to go to the doctor because, of course, like my wife, the woman in their life insists that they go. Next time you know you didn't get a good night's rest and something irritates you, take 10, 15 seconds to consider how much sleep you got before you go nuts. Being bilingual boosts cognitive development in children and boosts mental flexibility.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Anderson of Central Florida leads the way in quality and installs the name brand homeowners trust. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus no money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyanderson.com. That's renewalbyanderson.com. Offer ends July 31st. License CGC 1523333.
WWOCA,
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Hi, I'm Fran Darkington. When I need news, I pass the rest and tune to the source. WOCA.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Anderson of Central Florida leads the way in quality and installs the name brand homeowners trust. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus no money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyanderson.com. That's renewalbyanderson.com. Offer ends July 31st. License CGC 1523333.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure, plus they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is ACeSolvesItAll.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at ACE show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that ACeSolvesItAll.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or ACeSolvesItAll.com.
Palm Garden wants to get to the heart of the matter. If you've been in the hospital as a cardiac patient, maybe you have a pacemaker or congestive heart failure or an arrhythmia, or perhaps you're a heart bypass patient, then consider Palm Garden as your rehab choice. With proven outcomes second to none, Palm Garden fixes broken hearts. Call today at 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 12 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, 21 minutes after 8 o'clock. Nice looking Thursday morning. Robin is trying to get our guest. Robert Berman was going to be on to talk about a cancer campaign, and so we don't have him on right now. But I wanted to tell you something in the meantime. Did you hear us talking earlier about the possibility of a storm next week? So we were kind of talking off the cuff without having anything specifically from real meteorologists. So let me tell you what the real meteorologists are saying about this in case we said something that made you wonder about it. And I'm getting this from the website weather.com, which, as you know, is the weather channel. And it says this. This is what it says. By this weekend, a broad trough of surface low pressure formed a surge of faster trade winds in eastern Caribbean Sea, piling into slower trade winds to the west. To put it into English for the rest of us, a tropical disturbance may form in the Gulf of Mexico next week, and although it's too early to determine whether it will develop further, the setup poses a threat of heavy rain and flooding for parts of Florida. So basically what they're saying, and they show an animation on the website if you happen to... somebody's calling me. I gotta learn to turn off my phone. But anyway, so it looks like storms. Thank you. A storm surge could be on the coastal parts of Florida, and that would be on the Gulf side of the state. It says, for now, as is typical in the early Atlantic hurricane season, strong west to northwest winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere are mixing with the lower wind shears, and that's why they expect this to create some kind of possible tropical disturbance by this time next week, by midweek next week. So we'll keep an eye on that. Right now it looks beautiful, and it looks like we've got like a 20% chance of rain every day. And because we've had, I think the last 3 days we've had warnings from the governor's office and from the emergency management people to not be complacent. And you see a story like this that says, well, next week this time might be the time where we need to start thinking about not being complacent. So you get a little heads up by hearing about it a week early in the week. Sorry. There was another one about the hurricane season. Here it is. The hurricane season And the emergency responders are worried that you may not respond to their warnings. Right now, there are no warnings, but just letting you know that something is in the works, possibly. There have already been 2 tropical storms this year. The official hurricane season is just now getting underway. Yesterday was the first day of the hurricane season. It wraps up November 30th. And every year, we always say just because it's not June 1st or just because it's after November 30th doesn't mean that we're in the clear, because you never know when you're in the clear. I mean, even a small storm, like we had this last week, we had a small storm. It could still knock down a branch. It could still put a hole in your roof, and it could still be devastating to you personally.
Oh,
so
certainly.
you still got to be careful about all those things.
Certainly.
Any news on our guest?
Nope. I left 2 voicemails and an email, and that's what we have.
So anyway, so do you have a plan in case this thing becomes a storm? Where would you go? Just stay home?
I would stay home.
You got a
because
pretty strong, and you don't have you don't have any trees over. Oh, yes, you do.
Yes, I do. I have some huge trees. And,
well, then you got to get out of there.
Well, then I'd have to come here.
Come here.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
Because we'll have to broadcast anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm going to buy my water and some canned goods and keep it right there. Because that last time when we had storms last year, in fact, when I went to get the water, I waited too late, and there was one huge package left at the Super Walmart, and I got it. So now I'm going to take care of that this weekend. That way all the essential things will be taken care of.
So the storm surge that they're talking about that could happen next week, gosh, they're really predicting something. The most likely areas to be affected by this are the Gulf Coast from just south of Tampa all the way to the end of the state. So Naples, Fort Myers, Sarasota, they're all in on this. Marco Island, they're all in that same category of possible hits. Although Cedar Key and Tampa and Crystal River are lesser likely. They're still in the list also. But I guess the way they're figuring it, if I don't know how they can do this a week in advance, but the map shows where the heaviest rain may fall, and they are expecting that if it does form into something, it'll be in the lower part of the Gulf Coast. Mm-hmm. And probably Ocala won't see a whole lot of it, but
yeah.
But still, you never know.
Oh, certainly.
It's why we do live radio. When you do live radio, you can find out right away, because we've got our eyes on everything, and you got more than one person here doing this very thing that I'm doing right now.
Oh, certainly, and Kevin Christian knows, does a great job. Kevin Christian, in fact, has 2 cell phones, because when he was here in our studio the last time we were speaking with him, he had 2 cell phones. One was personal, and one was for the emergency responders and stuff just for Marion County, because one of them rang, and he looked at what it was, and I said, oh, you've got 2 cell phones, and he explained it to me, because he's in charge of setting up the schools for the shelters and everything. So he does a great job. He's on top of it.
And we haven't had to use that information for 12 years. So if you lived here 12 years ago, then you already know this. But if you didn't, then here's what to expect. Based on what happened 12 years ago, and it was just like yesterday, they will say to us, all in the media, to say to you, the average person listening, that there's an evacuation alert. This is what happened 12 years ago. And so we were on the radio doing this. We stayed up all night making sure that we had all the information out there. Every 15 minutes we were updating it. Mm-hmm. And the evacuations were to either leave town, period, go someplace safe. And a lot of people, but some people drove north to Georgia and got out of the area. But other people went to the shelters, and the shelters were always the schools.
Yes.
The high schools, right?
Yes.
And at that time, if you remember, there were also some ice locations and sandbag locations.
Yep.
All of those things we haven't had to talk about in 12 years. Mm-hmm. So let's hope we don't have to talk about them again. But if you're new to the area, just keep in mind, your radio is your best resource for getting the most current stuff.
And the WOCA is the official emergency management station.
Right. We keep up on all that. But let's see. So the schools had, and if you're worried about your pets, by the way, you don't worry, because some of the schools are designated as being pet friendly. Mm-hmm. Also, some of the schools are designated for being special needs friendly. So if you have somebody who's got asthma or somebody who's needs oxygen, that kind of thing, I think they'll set up one school with that situation, another school where pets can be.
Yes.
The difference today from 12 years ago is that today you can probably call anybody anytime because you'll have a cell phone with you. 12 years ago, while cell phones were around 12 years ago, everybody didn't have them as much as they do now. And the real key was the radio. People had their little transistor radios and stuff.
That's right, with batteries.
All right, let's take a break and be right back. We've got News Bites on the other side. This is when we squeeze in between 25 and 30 stories and do not offer commentary. We'll be right back with News Bites after this.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. In the fight for the White House today, Hillary Clinton delivering a policy address in California, which is expected to be aimed at Donald Trump.
In New Jersey, Clinton calling Trump reckless.
We see someone who is unqualified and unfit to be president of the United States.
Trump, meanwhile, continued to call Clinton crooked.
Hillary Clinton, who lies, she lies.
Bernie Sanders is vowing to take his fight for the Democratic nomination to the convention.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. A standoff underway in California. A gunman suspected of shooting and wounding 2 Northern California officers after a traffic stop turned violent. Now holed up in a house. Alameda County Sheriff Sergeant Ray Kelly.
He's already shown us that he's willing to stay for the long haul on this.
One officer's in critical condition, the other stable. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
It is a noble cause we are engaged in. Either freedom or slavery. This is an American army.
Before a campaign.
If we are to die.
Before a party.
Do not fire until you see the whites of their eye. Let us die.
A nation is born.
As a free people.
Bill O'Reilly presents Legend Lies, The Patriots, coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
The Republicans, the Democrats, 2 critical conventions, and only one network covers it all. Fair and balanced. Fox News Channel, starting July 18th, the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. Then, starting July 25th, the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The must-see political events are on Fox News Channel. We are America's election headquarters.
RL here for Dairy Queen to tell you about some new and tasty foods. 2 of the new items are the Royal Blizzards, packed with extra fruit or fudge, and the new bruschetta chicken, a hot-baked sandwich on focaccia artisan bread. I know I had one for lunch, and it was exceptional. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Anderson of Central Florida leads the way in quality and installs the name brand homeowners trust. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyanderson.com. That's renewalbyanderson.com. Offer ends July 31st. License CGC 1523333.
Next time you're thinking about beating the train, think again. It takes a typical freight train traveling 50 miles an hour, 1.5 miles to stop. That's nearly 18 football fields. Don't try to beat the train. Florida's roads can be highways or dieways. The choice is yours. A message from Operation Lifesaver.
This message also brought to you by your friends here at WOCA News Talk 1370.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelly Hart, Executive Editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us #1. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
WOCA AM 1370.
96.3. 96.3 FM.
You're listening to WOCA Ocala. Ocala's information.